Hello and thank you for joining us. My name is Akron and this is the Embark Burma Family Focused Parent Navigator team. Today we will learn about parenting in America. We will discuss how to set rules for our families, how to reward our children when they follow the rules, and how to give our children consequences when they break the rules. Part 1: Discipline and Making Rules. In Lesson 1, we will learn how to set rules for our children and appropriately discipline them in America. It may be similar to what we already do, but it might be very different. Usually parents new to America find parenting is different from what they are used to in their home country. We can help our children behave when we make rules in our home. Do you have rules at home? If you have rules at home, what are they? If we want our children to behave, follow directions, listen to us, and treat other people well, it can help to tell our children what we want. When we tell our children how we expect them to act, we are giving them rules. In America, our children have rules at school. Rules will also help them at home. When we have rules, our children know what to do and what not to do. Children do not always follow rules because they are young and have a lot to learn. There are some important things to know about making rules. First, we do not want to have too many rules to remember. Usually 3, 4, or 5 rules is enough. It is also a good idea to have rules that tell our children what we want them to do and not what we do not want. This means we don't want to start all our rules with no. Our rules should not be no hitting or no yelling. Instead, we want our rules to be positive. For example, one rule should say, use safe hands, rather than no hitting, or use nice words, rather than no yelling. Let's practice. Work with a partner and decide how to say a rule in a more positive way. Instead of no yelling, we can say, use kind words with one another. What is another positive rule you can create? Here are some rules that you can practice with your children at home. What rules are most important for your house? Be honest and tell the truth. Listen to each other. Follow the directions. Use kind words with one another. Take care of our house. Say sorry when we are wrong. When the children follow the rules, we can reward them or praise them. If they do not follow the rules, we can discipline children by giving them consequences. A reward is something that we can give to the child when they do a good job on a task, make a good decision, or follow the rules. Rewards can help children feel good about themselves. Rewards make children more likely to do the right thing or follow rules again. Rewards work best when you can give your child things they really like. A reward can be very different depending on how old they are. Different rewards can be no cost or low cost. No cost rewards could include allowing them extra time to watch TV. You could also praise them with positive words. Praise is telling your child how happy you are when they make the right decision. Low-cost rewards could include giving your children a toy or their favorite foods. A consequence is the opposite of a reward. When your child misbehaves or does not follow rules, you take something away that they really enjoy as a consequence. Consequence works well when it's related to the child's behavior. When a consequence is related to the child's behavior, it is called a natural consequence. These types of consequences are common in schools in America. For example, if your child yells at you, the consequence is that they cannot play outside with friends. Let's match behaviors to consequences together. A parent with a behavior card will read their card out loud. As a group, think about what type of consequence matches the behavior. Who has the consequence card that best matches the behavior? One good consequence is called a timeout. This works well with children between 3 to 8 years old. A timeout creates a break for your child to stop what they are doing, calm down, and think about what they have done wrong. You can give your child a timeout when they are not listening to you, they have hurt someone else, or they are not following your rules. For a timeout, you should choose a quiet place in your house where your child can go if they need to take a break for a short period of time. If you are not home, you can designate a place away from others to take a timeout. Using the same timeout place each time helps your child remember what they should do in timeout. A timeout is also a chance for you to take your own break. You can talk calmly with your child when the timeout is over. When your child starts to misbehave, remind them that they will have to sit in timeout if they continue to break the rules. During timeouts, have your child sit down in a quiet place and set a timer for a short period of time. Timeouts should be short, 1 minute for each year of their life. A 3-year-old child should receive a 3-minute timeout. Tell your child their time starts when they sit in the timeout spot quietly. If your child stands up or is loud, stop the timer and return them to their timeout spot. Talk to your child about their actions when the timeout is over. Have your child apologize to you or another person they might have hurt or upset. Role play scenario 1. Your 3-year-old child hits his friend while they are playing together outside. You have already told him to use his gentle hands and not hit. What would you do? How long would the timeout be, and where would it be? What would you have your child do after the timeout? Role play scenario 2. Your 4-year-old daughter yells and screams no when you ask her to come and take a bath. What would you do? Did you give her a reminder first? What would you say to remind your child she will go to timeout if she keeps yelling? How long would the timeout be, and where would it be? Role play scenario 3. Your 5-year-old son will not stay in his timeout space. He keeps getting up and running away. What would you do? How will you stay calm? What can you do to remind him to stay seated? Role play scenario 4. Your 5-year-old daughter keeps talking to you while she is in timeout. She keeps telling you that she does not want to be in timeout. You keep telling her why she is there. What would you do? What can you do to ignore her?